Hello and welcome to Yoga and Wellness with Amanda. I'm Amanda, and in today's practice we are going to flow through Sun Salutation B. So we're going to build off of the previous video I posted, which is Sun Salutation A, and we're going to add in our Warrior One pose. So the intent of this video is to share a practice that is energizing, invigorating, and I just want to instill this feeling of strength and empowerment into our practice. So we're going to be moving a little quickly today, so this is going to be a little bit more of a workout versus a gentle, slow flow. With that in mind, I do invite you to take this practice at your own pace. If you'd like to view this video as a learning tool to learn the flow, if you want to flow through quicker or slower than how we practice today, I invite you just to use this video as an opportunity to learn and get familiar with the sun salutation flow. So with that, all we're going to need today is a yoga mat to set up our space and a little bit of space to move around. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, so in today's practice, we're flowing through our Sun B flow. We're gonna go ahead and start in a standing position. And it looks like Trooper wants to join us today. We'll see how that works out. So go ahead and stand at the top of your mat here. I'm gonna face the camera for this first part of the flow, and then I'll turn to join you guys in a moment. So I want us to take a moment and really feel grounded in our mat. Really anchor all four corners of the feet into the mat, kind of relax the upper body, sink into the position. I want you to feel rooted and supported. You can have the palms facing forward or in towards the body, whatever feels comfortable. And go ahead and close the eyes for just a moment here. Just imagine that you're rooted into the earth and you're stable and you're strong. And if a big gust of wind came through the room, you would not even move. And I want to set us up for practice in this way because the sun salutations and the warrior flow really bring a sense of strength and stability into the body. But I want you to know that you can feel that strength and stability even just in a standing posture like Tadasana. And this is something that you could find anytime on and off the mat. And I really just wanted to start practice with that reminder that you can be strong and sturdy and secure in your pose, in yourself, in your stance, any time of day. And all you have to do is stand up tall, breathe deep into the body, and believe that you are strong. So now that we all are fully confident that we are strong, I'm going to go ahead and step to the top of the mat. We're going to begin by bringing the hands to heart center. We'll take a deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. 2 more like this. Inhale deeply. Open mouth, exhale. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. And on the inhale, bring the arms up overhead. Maybe goalpost the arms, baby back bend. And on the exhale, we're gonna come all the way down into our forward fold. Now, I invite you to bend the knees as much as you need here in this pose. You don't have to stand up with your legs super straight, overextending here. Go ahead and bend the knees. And the hands don't have to reach the mat. They could hang out, they could rest on the shins or the top of the feet, even the thighs. Still feeling rooted and grounded here. We'll inhale, halfway lift, bring the hands to the shins, gaze straight down in front of you, and try and keep your back as flat as you can here. Still feeling rooted in the feet. And then on an exhale, release back down, forward fold. And we'll do this 2 more times. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And this time from our forward fold, we're going to find our downward facing dog.
So we're going to plant the hands on the mat, bend the knees a little bit more if you have to, and we're going to walk our feet back. Now I have a trooper here, so I'm going to step over our trooper. Oh, there he goes. And bring the ball mounds of my feet to the mat. You want to spread the hands and the fingers nice and wide so you feel supported throughout the entire hand. We're not dumping weight in the wrist. And really press towards the back of the room with the calves. Lifting the hips up almost as if there's a little string tied around your waist trying to lift you up a little bit further, but also press down to the earth. We're kind of stretching the whole body here. Relax the head and neck. Continue to let the breath flow naturally. And then from our downward dog, we're going to inhale as we shift into our high plank. Let out the breath. Really press out through the heels here. Try and create a strong straight line from the crown of the head out through the heels. And on an inhale, we're going to shift the shoulders forward in front of the wrists. And on an exhale, lower down, chaturanga or low plank. We're not going to hold this for very long. We're going to transition into our upward facing dog. So take a deep breath in as you shine the heart forward and uncurl the toes. Gaze towards the front. And on the exhale, we're going to roll the toes back under and shift back into our upward facing dog. So that there was the Sun A part of practice. And to turn this flow into Sun B, we're going to add in our warrior pose. So we're going to begin on the right side. So on the next inhale, bring the right leg up to the sky. Maybe open the hip a little bit, take a few ankle circles. And then we're going to bring that knee in towards the chest as we step it in between the hands. Now this is a low lunge, but we're going to set up for our pose here. So I just want to show you the basics. Keep a right angle bend in our back knee. Now to enter our warrior one pose, we're going to rotate our back foot so the heel comes down to the mat and our toes could be facing towards the front or slightly towards the back side of the room here. We're going to feel grounded in our legs. We're just holding our fingertips on the mat so we're not toppling over here. And you know, for me, my stance is a little wide, so I'm actually going to walk my back foot a little bit closer. And if your heels are in line, great. If you have to have your feet a little bit wider apart, that's okay too. I'm actually going to wiggle my right foot a little bit closer to this edge of the mat here. And then once you have your feet set up for success here, you feel grounded, take a deep breath in, release the hands and reach up towards the sky. So we are in our warrior. Make sure that your right knee is not tracking in or out. You want to kind of have it pointed the same way as the toes. We have our chest pointing towards the front of the room. And you know, now that I'm up here, I actually need to widen my stance a little bit more. My hips are a little bit tight and that wasn't quite comfortable for me. So even if your feet are as wide as the width of your mat, that's totally okay. We don't have to be on a tightrope here. We just want to make sure our knee is protected, so don't let it track on either side of your ankle. Just taking a few breaths here, reaching out electric through our fingertips. We'll take a deep breath in, reach even a little bit more, and on the exhale, bring the hands back towards the mat, plant them inside that right foot, and then we're going to step that right foot back and come back into our downward dog. And then from our downward dog, go ahead and slowly begin to walk the feet towards the top of the mat. Feel rooted in all four corners of the feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly rise up to standing. We'll bring the hands to heart center. So that was our warrior flow. So we're going to flow through this 2-ish more times. And I'm just going to lead us with the breath. Again, flow at your own pace. We're just going to do the opposite side to kind of match up a little bit slower, and then we'll do 2 more flows with our breath. So inhale, we'll reach the arms up, goal post, baby back bend. Exhale, woohoo, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, walk the hands back into our downward dog. Feel grounded in your downward dog, nice and secure and strong. And when you're ready, inhale, shift forward into your high plank, let out the breath. Inhale, shift the shoulders forward, lower down on the exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Taking one more breath here. And now we're gonna do our warrior on the left side. So inhale, bring that left leg up, maybe take a couple ankle circles, open the hips, and then bring that left knee into the chest, step it in between the legs. We're gonna take a moment to set up our base here. So maybe we walk our feet a little bit wider, rotate that back heel down so it is planted on the mat. And then when we're ready, we're gonna use our breath to take a deep breath and rise up, warrior one on the left. Now again, we want our foot to be nice and straight here. We don't want our knee to be tracking in or out. We have that nice right angle. Our chest is facing towards the front of the room, electric fingertips, and readjusting that back foot is needed to feel supported. I'm gonna walk it in a little bit because I feel a little bit too stretched out. Okay, we don't have to be on a tightrope. One more breath here, reach out through the fingertips. And on the exhale, we'll bring the arms back down, plant the hands, and we'll come back into our downward facing dog. When you're ready, slowly walk the feet forward, come into a forward fold, halfway lift, inhale, and exhale, fold. Inhale, slowly rise up. We'll bring our hands to heart center. Take a breath. So now that was one full flow on side 1 and 2. And then now we're gonna flow through breath, and we're gonna do this 2 more times. So you can flow with your own breath or follow along with mine. Again, feeling rooted and grounded, so we have a good sturdy setup here. Inhale, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, downward dog. Deep breath in here. Exhale, come into high plank. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, shift forward, lower down, chaturanga. Upward facing dog on the inhale. Let out the breath. Deep breath in. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, raise the right leg. Tuck it into the chest on the exhale. Plant the feet. Take a moment, breath or two to get settled. Rotate that back foot down. And when you're ready, use an inhale, rise up, warrior one. Let out the breath. Taking a moment to reposition as needed, feeling strong and sturdy in your pose here. Inhale, reach up towards the sky. Exhale, release the hands down, downward dog. And instead of flowing through our entire vinyasa, we're gonna do we're in downward dog. From downward dog, we're gonna do warrior on the opposite side. Inhale, left leg up. And on the exhale, pull it into the chest. Plant that left foot in between the hands. Bring that back heel down. Wiggle our feet into position and inhale when you're ready and rise up. Warrior one. Inhale, reach out through the fingertips. Exhale, bring the hands back to the mat and step back, downward dog. Take a breath here. Let it out. And on the next inhale, walk or hop to the top of your mat. Let out the breath for forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, let it out. Inhale, rise up. Hands to heart, exhale. Take a breath here. Inhale, reach the arms back up, baby back bend if you like, and exhale down, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, forward fold, let it out. Plant the hands, downward dog. Breath or two here. Inhale to high plank, let out the breath. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. I don't know about you, but I'm working up a sweat already. On the next inhale, bring that right leg up to the sky. Pull it into the chest on the exhale. Plant the feet for warrior one. Drop that back heel. When you're sturdy, set up secure. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Keep breathing. Making minor adjustments as needed here. Inhale, lengthen through the arms. Exhale, bring the hands to the mat. Step back, downward dog. Take a breath or two or three here. Next inhale, bring that left leg up. Exhale, pull it into the chest as you set up your feet for warrior one. Drop heel, or back heel dropped. Hello. And when you're ready on the inhale, rise up, warrior one. Take a few breaths. Minor adjustments as needed. Feel confident, strong in your pose. Inhale, extend out through the fingertips. Exhale, bring the hands to the mat, downward dog. And always an option here, if you want to work a little bit more, you could flow through your vinyasa, which would be high plank to low plank, upward dog, back to downward dog. And when you're ready, hop or walk the feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Do two more. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. From here, we're going to come into ragdoll. So go ahead and heel toe the feet to the outer edges of the mat. Let the head hang and bring opposite hand to opposite elbow and just hang out here, or you can allow the body to sway from side to side. Just allowing the upper body to release, hanging out. And when you feel ready, release the hands back to the mat. Heel toe the feet back beneath the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, bring the knees to the mat. We're going to transition from tabletop position here, and we're going to come into child's pose just for a few breaths. Bring the head to the mat. Take a moment to notice how your body is feeling. What sensations do you feel? Do you feel heat or warmth in the body? Has some tension melted away? Has anything new popped up in the body? How's your breathing? And when you're ready, use the hands to support the body. Rise into a tabletop position so we could transition back into our easy seated pose. Grounding down through the sit bones, crossing the legs, feeling rooted into the earth. Rest the hands on the lap. Take a breath, or let's do two. And on the next inhale, circle, sweep the arms up overhead, reach towards the sky, and release the hands to heart center on the exhale. Congratulations, you made it through Sun Salutation B. I hope you feel energized and strong and filled with vitality, ready to take on the day. Or maybe this was a little pick-me-up in the middle of the afternoon, or you just needed a boost to kind of get motivated. Sun Salutations are a great quick practice to get some yoga in during the day and just give yourself a little bit of a boost. So if you'd like to close out practice with me, we'll bring our thumb knuckles to forehead. The beautiful, abundant, brightly shining light in me sees, honors, and respects that same light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Whew.
I don't know about you, but I definitely worked up a sweat and I feel totally energized, ready to take on the rest of the day, and I hope you do too. If you liked this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you really liked this video, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That would be awesome. And let me know what you think. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, any suggestions for future videos, or are interested in learning about any particular pose, go ahead and drop me a comment in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your feedback, and I just once again really appreciate you taking the time to do some yoga with me today, and I will leave it at that. So thanks again for flowing with me, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Just because look, there's a trooper. There's a little sleepy trooper. Isn't he cute? Hi, Troopy. What a cute boy.